Selamlar. Hikayemize kaldığımız yerden devam edelim Henry ile birlikte. Acaba nerede kalmıştık? Üstümüz ne durumda? Fazla envanterde taşımayalım. Güzel. Her şeyimiz var. Ya. Ablacığım.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I'm at your service, sir.
Bunu da isteyecektik. Onu da yapalım hemen.
Here it comes.
Here we are. Good.
So what's it gonna be?
Ay. Evet.
It
Ya
happens.
bir arkadaş bir izin
Watch where
verin
you're
be.
going next time.
Şimdi. Hikayede bile nerede kaldığımızı unutmuşuz. Ne yapalım?
Day for some fine wares. Needles, thread, pins, silk thread.
I'm at your service, sir.
Come and take your pick. You're always welcome here.
Ee?
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malashov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
find your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
He's one of them! Get him!
Oh,
Nice hit! They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa, my God, you're hurt.
I'm alright. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
I should be the one apologising. Some of it is my handiwork.
It won't be your concern, though. I promise. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plymouth, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Oh, you all stand on the same side? Against Sigismund?
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either, especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint, and we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally, my friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian in Horshan, at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum,
Via Argentum.
the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Su mu varmış şuralarda bir yerde? Elimizi yüzümüzü yıkayak ya. Yok mu? Yok.
Clear off.
Kardeşim biz de öldürdük bunları. Hayırdır? Clear
Get
off.
out of my sight.
Tam böyle dayaklık herifler bunlar da.
My humble respect.
Şimdi gideceğimiz yer nerede? Oo, uzakmış. Ya kaç gitsin ya, hiç uğraşamam şu an.
May God give you help.
Buldum sandım. Var mı? Heh, güzel. Oğlum bu ikinci köpek nereden bulaştı bize? Sanki şeyden beri peşimde. Ama emin değilim. Ya oğlum çıktık neredeyse işte ya. Şunu yapıyor ya, vallahi çıldırıyorum. Oğlum koş işte. Aa, huysuz ya. Bak bak bak bak. Nerede, ne zaman koşacaksın oğlum?
Good.
Bak buralarda da koşmuyor. Aa. Ne böyle huysuz bu? Vallahi koşturamıyoruz. Bakayım. Başsan ne olur sanki yani.
You silly doggy.
Hadi geçsin. Yürüyerek daha hızlı gidiyoruz be. Vallahi sonra koşarak yani. Allah ayıp ya.
I'm in charge of all the 50 yuccas, damn it. I can't be held responsible for every new hewer. Every gaffer recruits his own crew and chews virgin veins. Paul's son is out there without fixing props.
I don't have time to discuss it with Paul.
Dur bakayım o arada. Görüntü ayarları. Yeni bir şey falan gelmiş mi?
I'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another vet.
You can't just sack me, steward. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. Do you need something?
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very but hopefully I don't need to...
Lord Ruthard mentioned something.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of...
My real real father is a nobleman.
You don't say?
You know him?
Not personally. But I'm well informed about the silver mines in the kingdom. What happened in Skalitz was a great tragedy for the entire kingdom. How much did your father tell you about its operation?
Hardly anything.
Huh? Well, I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Hadi bakalım. Yemek çal. Adamın yanındayız, anasını satayım. Niye yemek çalmış oluyoruz ya? Bir yemek bile ikram etmiyorlar. Hiç. Şu kültürleri hiç kötü ya. Vallahi. Hep çal. Kaşıklayınca çalmış oluyoruz. Ayıp ya. Özel yer dediği bu muydu? Ha bayağı.
Where should I start looking?
Straight. We know for a fact the silver must be getting. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operate. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record.
But the yields aren't the same every...
True. That's why we have to, for example, the other day, on the feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett.
Won't they be suspicious if I ask those kind of questions?
Of course. You'll have to. Nevertheless, the miners are strange, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like, calling each other, you should pretend to be really interested in them. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining. Or, just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'll behave like...
Suit yourself. But to the point, the first shift is Samco's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other two shifts. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe.
And what are you gonna do?
I'll return once you find out, and don't forget.
By the way, I've had the honour of...
Well.
He was a great help.
Even though we had... If it weren't for him...
Gerek yok ya. Zaten soracağız herkese.
Careful!
Ama bir dakika.
Are you Foreman Sam? Aye. My name is Henry. Stewart Christian. My family runs mines. So... Why should I care? Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
Onu yapasım var da. Dur bakayım.
You should obey Sir Christian and just tell me what I want to know. You don't want him coming to you when you're off work to tell you off.
That I don't, kidder. Ask away, then.
What is the work of...
Aye, but proper rest is even more...
How do you mine...
Either we're on hard rock, only then...
How much do you make to...
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's...
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
So how it depends?
Some of it...
That's all I need to know.
...34 tane. Peki. Şimdi bir de madene girek. Çekmese bari üstümüze.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny?
Sir Christian of Pisa. My name is Henry of Scallops. Our family rented a mine, so...
A nobleman in the pit? But you can't just amble around. You'll count your creels.
I'll just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we... But make it snappy, man.
What is the work of...
What's it about? We gans through the roads, but...
How exactly do...
Bloody hell. If you take a Kevin and ding away and don't croak from the styve, then you'll...
How much do you...
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh in a corp. That's near way to...
I wonder...
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention your disobedience to Sir Christian, or to the Mint Master. Then you can start looking for another job.
How but that, sir? I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts. And maybe their necks too. Who'd keep an eye on them? I'll tell you everything.
Değil mi?
It
Bir
was a
anlat
good
yani.
gar on the
Dökül
Feast of
kardeş.
St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 cords.
Thanks.
36 mı dedi?
How do you...
Same weights hewed once you... I'll be with you, good sir.
God be with you. Keep the peace.
Neyse aşağısı ne diye merak etmiyorum. Düşmedik. Mutluyum. Kardeşim ne yaptın? Saklandın mı? Hayırdır? Burada bir şey var. Ama ne var? Ne bulmaya çalışıyoruz? Bakayım neymiş bu? Aa. İt nerede?
Here, Mutt.
Gel lan. Ben burada bir şey bulacağız ama ne bulacağız onu bilmiyorum. Ya da diğer vardiyayı mı beklememiz gerekiyor burada? Onu mu işaret ediyor oyun? Çıldırdım lan. Burada ne yapacağımızı bulamadım. Burada hiçbir şey yok ya vallahi.
My humble respects.
It's a nice place to rest when you pop.
You're the head foreman.
And who are you? You have no business here.
Henry, our family rents the mines.
Gawk at how the yakkers work. They call me Thet. If I have any questions, ask away and don't.
What does that...
What do they call me? I also.
How many
Oh, you know, there are.
How much?
It's a little different. Sometimes it's 50 calves.
How much do the
I pay them half a groschen for every full calf. The more calves the better. If they happen to be hewing soft rock with less silver, I give them some extra.
How much was extracted on...
Well, fuck. It's interesting you should ask about that particular day. I actually know that one exactly. It was a lovely 90 calves. The most in a really long time.
90 mı? Herkes başka sayı veriyor kardeş.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Tahmin ediyorumdur. Seni bir besleyek. Anladığım kadarıyla madenin içinde ya. Ben öyle yukarıda arıyorum ama günün sonunda o madenin içine gitmemiz gerekiyordu herhalde.
I'm sorry.
Where can I find your foreman, Paul?
What are you doing here, kidder?
I've got a letter of safe. I'm a nobleman, and I'd like to...
Me apologies, sir.
I just need to ask your foreman...
Our gaffer's gone down there to pray. Don't...
Why wouldn't he...
Young jaybird. One of them, you hadn't even had a full week. You'll find you'll hear the... Don't fret, but... See you soon, my friend.
Daha da aşağı yani. Hadi bakalım. Buradan çıkabiliriz umarım günün sonunda.
Are you foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk hard, Don.
My name's Henry. I'm a nobleman. I hate to interrupt...
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. He kept begging me to take him on a ship, and now...
Come on.
I suppose you... Will you pray with me?
Aye.
Geri. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Oyuna gidelim
tin,
adam.
Almighty and
iron,
merciful God,
and
our
all ores
Father,
and metals.
you are the giver of
That you
gold,
bless my
silver,
brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine,
copper,
and may
tin,
the holy angels save
iron,
his soul from
and all
damnation,
ores and
bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through
brother,
our Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
May your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to eternal glory through our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Şimdi kardeşim seninle konuşmaya kaldık ya sıra.
So,
Aye, thanks for praying with me.
what is the work?
What it's about? Proper grafter.
Our deaths in...
Unfortunate.
How is...
First, we set up.
How much do you make?
Depends. It's not really worth.
So how many...
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for getting on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hope.
That's all I need to know.
Oğlum buradan şimdi nasıl çıkışı bulacağız? Anasını satayım. Doğru gidiyoruz umarım. Doğruymuş.
Careful.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the...
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportion, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll...
Allah'ım ya. Şimdi şu Fet'e gidiyoruz. Nerede bu Fet? Şu değil mi? Bak gidiyor. Lan bir dur. Dur lan.
A word for...
What is your wish, noble sir?
Sir Christian sent me.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shot.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
To steal silver from the king is a most serious crime, punishable by death.
Why are you telling me this?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corvs on the Feast of St. Petronilla. You told me it was 90. And that's how much the mine book says too.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master.
We both know something stinks about this. But you're lucky. Sir Christian says if you tell us everything, no one except us will know.
I've nothing to say to you.
If you don't want to get hurt, you should start talking. By keeping silent, you're just begging to get some bones broken and be disgraced, because the truth will come out anyway.
Well, calm down a little. We don't have to fight. I'll tell you everything. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cut the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear If I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smell?
He never told me his name, even when I don't scare easy.
How long has this been?
For some time now, definitely.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Gertrude any question. They say he was drunk.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink
Hayırdır
from the
niye
smelting works.
internette sapıttı
It's
gene?
enough for the Yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, man.
İyi, bunu işbirliğine ikna ettik. Lahman mı bir şey vardı? O? Ha, burada mı Herman?
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
We need to talk.
And who might you?
Henry, Sir Christian sent me.
Discrepance?
How do you explain that the miners extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Stealing the king's silver is a capital crime. You'll swing for this, Herman.
I told you, I do not know anything. I have nothing to do with this Scheiße. Foreman Fett counts the corpse here. Go and talk to him instead.
Bit too late for that. He confessed to everything.
Ah, so you know it is not my fault. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corpse to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The mint master? I have no idea.
Sir Christian and I agreed to him to just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you don't want to scare off the people who are actually...
Yeah. I
talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing...
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from... You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards...
Something like your letter of safe conduct.
Like I said, it won't be nevertheless. I found a way you could gain... You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look...
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as that. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fit. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably. In short, be charismatic.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor if you're charismatic enough. Buresh is sure to... And make sure you...
What else?
In the smelting works, or from the mines, then they give part of the silver to the king for the
What should I...
He's the slyest fox of them all. He started to... Now he's doing...
I got it.
Here, I reckon he won't be thrilled. But ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the Feast of... If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't... You could get something out of the workers. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. Good luck, Henry.
Ya kardeş.
I apologize.
Guten Tag.
Greetings to you too.
Şimdi burada bir banyo var mı? Süt sodası var. Banyo yok mu? Banyo yok. Meyhane var. O zaman bir dakika. Bize banyosu olan bir yer lazım. Bu sefer. Çamaşır. Önce şuraya bir gidelim. Hepsini yıkayabiliyoruz mu ya? Silah taşımayacakmışız. Nerede şey? Bir de bunu taşımayacağız anladığım kadarıyla. Okey. Onun haricinde artı verecek bir takımız var mı? 30. Daha fazla artı veren bir şeyimiz yok. Okey o zaman. Yolda bir şey olursa diye bence şöyle yapalım. Şeytan linine gidelim bence o zaman. Bir dakika. Kesin uyku yeri sonuçta. Hem de yıkanırız.
Hey there, youngster. It happens so. If you can spare a while,
A harder riddle, you say?
You didn't get it right last time. Let's bet on interested?
What?
Why not?
Listen carefully. Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
Bir dakika.
Tell me the riddle again.
Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
10 groschen.
Exactly!
What happened to the farmer?
They never said. You have just... I can give you...
I'll take...
a bet. Here you are. Farewell.
Değerlerini daha sonra dinlerim kardeşim. Bekleriz. Benim beni yıkayacak. Benimle özel şeyler yapacak yok
Good
mu?
afternoon, sir.
I need a...
What'll it be?
I need my...
All right.
Let's talk about the...
Certainly. No problem.
No.
Well, if you offer a list... All right, then.
Başka şeyler de yapardık da. Şimdi. O zaman ayırmayalım.
There. All better. I hope that's all your aches and pains.
Temiz değil mi bunların hepsi? Bakalım. Temiz.
Taken care of and take better care of yourself.
Bir dakika. Ha? Aa, uyku da fullendi. Oğlum bunu yapınca uyku fulleniyor. Ana bak bunu yeni fark ettim. Zırhlı mırhlı hiçbir şeyimiz yok değil mi? Hiçbir şeyimiz yok. Ne güzel.
I can't give you help, sir.
Greetings, sir. What's nothing? If you're looking for work, you can sleep.
Greetings, Master Buresh.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skallets, you say? That's where the royal...
You are. Unfortunately.
That true Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to...
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, with this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions.
Can you tell me what happened?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Then the roasted material is smelted. It's then
How many corves of ore...
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by... We process a large amount here. Up to...
How much silver?
That, of course, depends on the quality. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. We can make...
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal.
How many corves were delivered from Horsham, say, on the feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
God be with you. Good.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Farewell, my friend.
Duralım şimdi. Ben geliyorum. Evet, hadi bakalım. Şimdi madenler nerede kardeşim? Burası mı şimdi?
This is how they crush ore in bulk. A corf here, a corf there. Now I can see why no one found the large quantity strange. Bloody hot. It stinks. I reckon nobody could steal anything from here. What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, when we shovel charcoal in, we do that over and over in other...
How do you like...
Oh, I cannot complain.
What can you tell me?
I cannot complain about him, sir. From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Have you noticed any...
Nothing at all.
Does any...
Here, and that would mean some of all that's involved then. You get the rope for that. Look, Sonny. Guten Tag.
Good day. This is how they crush ore in bulk. A corp here, a corp there. Now I can see why no one found the large quantity strange.
Not always welcome here, noble sir.
Are you the fella they call...
You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'm told you know something about the silver.
Me? I don't... Meet me outside in a while. Now you better get out of here before...
Fuck! I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
Buralarda inceleyecek bir şey yok anlaşılan.
God be with you, my friend. And with you.
Nereye kayboldu bu herif?
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you?
I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. Why are you here, Henry? Surely you didn't come to investigate the theft.
That's right.
Why should I talk to you about such thing?
Look, I know my way around. Justice is blind. If someone's bypassing the production process, especially you, the grafters, the yakkers and smelt...
Right. I reckon you could be. Listen, it's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the... If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, but be careful, and keep a weapon close.
Thank you. What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
Listen, all folks like him care about is lining their purses. They don't care if we break. On the other hand, I don't think it's any better anywhere else. What? The bars are kept under lock and only the owner of the
Okey. Bu kadar cevap yeterli bence. Şerifi bulalım. Bu mu? Yok. Değil. Ha, burada olmayan bir adam. Okey. O zaman bence böyle yapabiliriz. Ya da böyle yapabiliriz.
Volkmar? Horseshit. I know these stables.
You must be the snoop who stick.
I beg your pardon?
Well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. Fortunately, Master Bud, your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him.
Have you gone insane? You want to attack a nobleman? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You won't avoid punishment.
You're really a nobleman. But that's... Oi! Where are you cowards running to? Go to hell!
Hadi. Şerefsiz. Anlık hiçbir şeyi var. 63 tane var. Başka da bir şey yok. Allah belanı vermesin. Şurada bir yıkayalım kendimizi.
Now, spill the beans.
Not me. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my... It's true. Has Volkmar... As head smelter, I tackled one day. Boris came to me and said he had an... He gave me his man to assist me. I took some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the King's silver. Buresh had it all figured out.
Aren't you ashamed?
Which king did I steal from exactly? I don't care, man.
Moving on, where does the unreported...
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes.
They counterfeit coins?
I suppose so. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the entrance to the mint is... Look here. Why are you doing this?
That's none of your...
I see. Now you have the map, and since I told you everything, I know I wanted to, you know, please let me go, please.
Şerefsiz olduğunu düşünürsek, öldürsek mi, öldürmesek mi? Ama herifi öldürmezsem bence öter de gibi geliyor.
You deserve to die.
No, please, no! I'll repent, I swear.
All right then.
Thank you. I'll go to Kuttenberg, and if we meet again, you're a good, merciful...
Buradaki meyhanede uyuma şansımız var. Gidip uyuyalım. Ya meyhane burası değil. Nasıl? Evet.
Careful!
Aye. Lots of people.
Where can I spend the night?
You can sleep above the shed. There's a ladder leading up there.
What's new around here?
Nothing. If you're looking for...
That's not worth mentioning.
Biraz zaman hızlansın ya. Şu olay yavaşlatılmış bence. Daha hızlıydı.
There you are! Halt! I've got it in for you, scum! You're that bastard who's been... I'll have none of that. Alright, now show me what you've got.
Alright.
Alright then, in that case... That's taken care of. Off you go now.
Oğlum benim burada kalma şeyim yok
So,
mu?
are you going?
Ne saçma lan?
Get out of here, fella, or I'll deal with you again. That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
Ne saçma ya.
What would you like, sir?
Where
You can...
I'm looking for Master.
You won't find him here, and he was in a real hurry.
Do you know where Burritt?
You think a powerful man like... He rode off like the wind towards old Cutner.
Gelin bakalım ölecek miyiz? Ölmezsek iyi. Güzel ölmedik. Bir tane yeterli zaten. Atım neredesin? Gel oğlum. Severim bir de. Bak huysuzluk çok yapıyor. Hadi be. Bak, şerefsiz. Oldu mu şimdi?
There now.
Bizi üstünden attı ya. Terbiyesiz. Oğlum koşmayı mı unuttun? Aç mısın? Derdin ne? Aa. At olması gerektiğinden ağır mı? Anladım. Şöyle yapacağız.
There. It looks better already.
Bir dakika, bize bunu mu demeye çalıştı lan o? Allah kahretmesin. Ama burada eşyaları koyacak yer yok. Üzdü.
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
Aye, come to think of it, it was him who told me.
Biraz işi hızlandırmak için yapacağım onu. Her şey için. Rahat rahat takılabilmek için daha çok. Kaçmayı başaramadık mı?
Hey! Sling you up! You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
Lan? Helal olsun lan.
Oh, bleeding, are we? Want me to get your ma?
You're not going anywhere until I say so.
I surrender.
Give me everything.
All right. Eat.
Lafı. Oğlum bir de ağırlık geldi şimdi ha bunları alınca. Allah kahretmesin. Hızlı gidemiyorum değil mi?
I'm not gonna die here.
Bir dakika. Sus. Ölmüyorum umarım kanamadan. Dur bakayım.
Now you're gonna get it.
Ölmeye ramak kaldı bizim. Öldük mü?
Somebody gave you a good working over.
What's that?
You all right?
Careful. Greetings, good man. Will you come over here for a moment? Let's talk in a rush.
Welcome,
Acil.
sir.
I need a bath.
And
I've got a few wounds.
great.
Öyle gitsin. Şu an.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend. And what can I get you?
Stop that whistling.
Nerede bot? Ah tamam. Şimdi. bunu onarsak bu daha iyi büyük ihtimal yani. Şimdi ata gelelim. Milan zırh eldivenleri. Bir dakika. Güzel. Şimdi aç bakayım burayı. Hadi. Hadi abla.
I apologize.
Bir dakika şimdi. Ceketimiz var. Silah niye çekiyorsun? Şu şapkayı bir alalım. Bir de şuna bakalım bir. Merak ettim. Soylu şapkası. Soylu başlığı. Bir dakika, bir şeyden dolayı şey gitti. Ne alaka? Ha tamam. Okey. Her zaman yani 30 ama. Kalanını gönderdik değil mi? Üstümüzde kalmasın bir şey. Bizim de ağırlığımız hafiflemiş olsun böylelikle. Nice. Bunu da halletmişiz. Kardeş maşallah. Kedi sessizliğini de halletmişiz. Bunu da halletmişiz. Bitirdiklerimizi şuradan görebiliyor muyuz? İlerle. Aha, görüyoruz. Güzel. Ama peki ben onları buradan görüyorum ama. Şövalye baltasını niye aldık ki ya? Neyse. Şimdi. Ay. Sonunda bu tarafa doğru götürebiliyoruz.
Quick! Go! Go! Go!
Ee?
What's that?
Asken nereye kayboldu?
You can't be here. Fuck on! Useless. Yield. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. You've got a lot to learn.
Ne kadar uzun sürdü be.
Christ! I'm hit. Oh, you son of a bitch! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. Useless. Bad luck. No. Oh. Fuck that.
Sonunda bu. Şimdi burada her şeyi açabiliriz diye düşünüyorum. anahtarlar değilmiş. O zaman daha gideceğiz. Her ihtimale karşı şu kılıcı çekelim de.
Well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you. An embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. And even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground no one will hear you scream.
I need evidence that Ulrich...
The Mint Master? Wouldn't you rather discuss the price?
You can't buy me.
That's the wrong...
I'm all yours!
Hadi.
Your ass open! Fucking hell! Bad luck! You wanna try me? No, you don't.
Şimdi geldik senin gibi şerefsize.
Have you had enough, Murat?
Mert!
Underground?
No, please!
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mint Master, he got cocky. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him, so he came to me one day with the idea...
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in, and they were even less happy when he started. I'm a stranger here too. I've never think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them retards, P-Sex, and the...
So you agreed to help?
Did I have any other choice? I hate to say...
Wasn't he afraid of
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as he trusts the Mint Master unless...
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept... And to keep the Mint Master free of suspicion, he put... In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No, and when somebody got cold feet...
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word.
Oh, whatever.
It's used to mint grosh.
Genuine?
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with no one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that...
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
Söz versek mi?
You can never be sure about that. I'll leave you in suspense.
At the mercy of a stranger. What a twist of fate. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye.
I'm sure you have something. I don't know what.
I really don't have anything else. I hope we never see...
I'll be happy.
My God, no!
Go to hell!
You won't get...
Maşallah. Ay, hapşıracağım gibi ama.
Sooner or later, we'll get out of here. The gilded cage is...
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here? Get out of here. If the guard...
You don't have to worry about the guards.
What about Master Buresh?
Buresh is dead.
Christ my God! Why?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Vavak.
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you.
Everything we do here is clean.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's not about...
We're just pawns.
Nobody's saying any different. Like us, the guards are dead.
Hang on. That's...
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here. Tell me more about this place.
Look, he made it this far. Why?
You're probably right. How did you end up here? Through our own stupidity.
We used to work in the mint in the Italian court. Then, one time, we got a bit drunk.
Well, more...
And the foreman got pissed off.
Then, the mint master himself... and so...
Who's in charge here?
The mint is run by Master Buresh and his people.
They're the ones that bring us food and drink. He visits every week. A friend...
We're well taken...
Why are they keep...
Well,
it's just... discouraged. It was pretty dangerous around here. What with the
Don't you miss...
Not really.
They even brought some wenches here for us once.
We've got plenty of food and drink. And good drink.
And coin. When they let us go.
Why don't you want to live?
And we're told not to go far.
I told you, they couldn't fight for shit. You're free.
Free?
Like...
Without permission?
So... If he says the guard...
Then we could... I don't mean either.
Free!
Free!
Şimdi şeyler nerede? Ha, şu mu? Bir dakika. Hangi taraftan geldim? Burada konuşmuyordu, orada konuşuyordu. Buradan da çıktılar. Galiba, değil mi? Yok, bu benim öldürdüğüm taraf. Tamam, bir dakika. Diğer taraf keşfedelim, neymiş? Ha, bu mu ya? Ay. Özel bölgesi mi kaldı? İçinden geçtik bölgenin ya. Şimdi yapabiliriz o zaman. Kalp grup işler. Ay ay. Oğlum bir şey yapmaya çalışıyoruz, görev yapmaya çalışıyoruz. Baya zaman oldu ya. Bir görevde baksana 2 saat. Kaç? Aynen 2 saat zamanım olmuş ya. Ki normal ana görev bu yani. Kısa yolu da yoktu büyük ihtimal ona göre. Yapma şeklinde falan. Doğru mu gidiyorum? Doğru. Hop, kafayı vurduk. Oo. Bize çarpmaz. Böyle bir şey yoktu sanki ama ha. Yıldırım ilk defa gördüm. Sanki.
Christian? Damn it! Let me sleep.
Sabah geri yani. Kardeşim biz de uyurduk bilseydik ya. Bu kadar uykucu oldun. Allah Allah ya. Artık ayılmışsındır. Ayılmışsan da tekmeleyip kaldıracağız. Yapacak bir şey yok.
I got the evidence.
Really?
Here.
There are names. I'll be damned. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where...
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Did you have any...
Sorun
No
yaşamak.
trouble.
I'm glad to hear it. There's one more thing.
There was some...
Jesus Christ.
Vavak locked them up there.
My God.
I did.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you...
They gave it to me. Here.
What the... That means all the groschen minted. In any case, it's just a shit.
Luckily, I've got this.
How did you get it?
I'd rather keep that to myself.
This... But be that as it may, we know it. I've been thinking it all over. What a scheme, Master Ulrich Vivark for... But it's also one with those books in Retard's hands. Vivark won't and it's now pretty clear who will to many people.
Who'd you...
Maybe everything would stay the same. Only there would be a... I'll have to find replacement. Minor jumps at coin.
What happened to Herman?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a...
You think it's related?
Who knows?
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I'll have to arrange a deal with and I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivark all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. Or...
I just want to save my...
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Ruttard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer. You sure?
I'm no thief.
This isn't theft. A mutually beneficial arrangement. You understand that, right?
It's theft.
Who do you think you're helping, eh?
My conscience.
You'll never. So be it. It's none of my business. Here's your books, and here are the copies of the books from the...
Thank you.
It should help the retards. Or maybe not. I'm not sure it was all worth it. Now leave me alone.
Adam şerefsiz çıktı lan. Herif de şerefsiz çıktı. İşe bak. Kaç ya. Aman ay. Gene mi yakalandık? Gelin anasını satayım, gelin. Gel.
Show your stuff.
Köpeğim tutsana şunu. Ne uğraştırdı be.
And at the door...
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just thanking you. If it were...
Don't...
So
worthy of...
The rare Iperve wares from the most mysterious ends of the earth. All this could be yours.
Neyi varmış? Bu ne lan? Teşekkürler kardeşim.
I think I'll...
Bunda hiçbir şey yok. Bu zaten fakir de belliydi yani. 2 vuruşta oldu. Şöyle yapalım. Buyuruz gidip. Abi yok, işim yok, devam et. Şu an değil o ya. Hadi oğlum, hadi. Aha, durduk zorunlu yani hani. Vay arkadaş.
Surely there's a reasonable explanation for this.
You could stick your reason up your ass.
What's going on here? As you can...
Not just...
Give it a rest.
I won't.
Seems we've been fortunate running into you.
I'm Henry of Scala.
I'm Marion. You look like some...
Tell me... I was in my cottage when I... And that beast, what... How am I... What sort... It was like... It's neither men nor... And demons...
And what about... Unfortunately...
Didn't you say not someone?
Just an old...
I swear...
What did the beast...
I only saw it from afar. But before it got lost...
Couldn't it have...
Can't you... Oh, and 3 legs. Aye.
You mentioned...
That's...
It's no... In the day... A pit.
The mind...
Shutter it... Ever since...
Has any...
Only...
After...
When... It's got to... And you... That's right.
Where's
You're the...
And you can...
It's only...
I agree. And there are wolves running
Why is...
Tell me...
Like I...
Aren't you...
So?
I'm Vlad...
This whole thing... The massacre...
Oh, father...
Thank you, Henry.
And while you're there...
What am I to do with you? You'll do just...
Wait for demons!
Don't listen to him, but before you...
Alright, a bit of food will do. We always look...
Don't be frightened.
You'll find it till you go pub. Good luck, lad.
God be with you.
God bless, good sir.
God
Bu
bless.
şey yapmak zorunda mıyız peki şu an? Bence değiliz. Şu an değildir yani en azından. Daha sonra yaparım belki.
God bless you, sir.
What about that room?
Exactly.
I was passing by the other day.
You know how it is. There's always something else to do. Here it comes. It happens.
Ay arkadaş.
Which way you're going next time?
Yemin ediyorum merdiven sırası bekliyoruz ya. Bunun oyunu çözmesi lazım bence.
I need to...
All right.
I think we were right. Something serious.
Well, don't keep us in sus...
You found something that...
I certainly did.
What was it?
This. Locks of hair. All brown.
Hair?
Why wouldn't it?
Nobody will believe...
To be honest.
Damn it.
And what...
Where are you going?
I don't yet.
And how do you...
We'll set...
You want to...
No.
The only one I...
She won't...
But you haven't had it...
We'll wait until the lad's out
Doğru
of the
bu
house.
görev de vardı ben bunu
When
unutmuşum.
Handel comes home and hears what...
I'll call. Then
If you...
we can use one of the rooms. You'll be hiding across the way.
Don't...
Hala ağzımız burnumuz dağınık ya.
Where's Handel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Handel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides! Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me! Disgrace! Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust? As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Handel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Nice.
I'll get you!
Ya üzgünüm ya, sende kalkan yok be. Büyük ihtimal yiyeceğim benden darbeyi. Ne oldu lan?
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you.
I'm listening.
Because
What's right about murder?
all those whores had it coming.
You know that's not true. Stan, you hardly knew Hendel.
Rubbish. I saw it with... He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together.
Well, she might have been convinced.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important... And she would even...
Confess, then.
Not enough! There's always just like that companion of yours.
Oh, you completely...
Don't take the Lord's name.
Then I suppose we'll...
Ne yapsak?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna...
I'm not worried. I'll have you know they were all nobodies anyway.
Shut your mouth already.
No,
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I have some questions.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent.
If you won't speak now, then the execute... But why wait, right?
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried.
So your own son didn't listen to you?
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness?
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his...
He's going to jump for joy.
Speak politely.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You trying to tell me...
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his, so we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was...
He didn't find that strange.
Out of sight, out of mind.
There was no blood where I...
That was up to Thaddeus. I only told him to...
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those...
Do you realise you...
That's not possible.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw...
But she really had nothing to...
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she did, and better sooner than...
And what about Zdena?
She fawned over him like she deserved it.
I better stop asking.
Burn in hell!
What'll we do with her?
Let's take her to the bailiff.
We don't have to go anywhere.
But we can't do that.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be?
Don't you dare judge me. Only
Shut your mouth, you sow.
Our Lord directed me. I did it.
Do you hear that?
But that's not justice. Henry, won't you...
I told you, don't you dare...
Put away that knife, Catherine. We'll hand her...
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many...
That's right. We caught her in the act. And...
Of course they can.
That won't happen. I guarantee you.
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff and...
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets. And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away and may God protect...
Don't worry.
Well, this was a lot straight. Do you think we did the right... As you wish.
Bir dakika, ben her ihtimale karşı...
But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Gerek kalmadı. Korktuydum.
Tell us, Lumia. How did it...
Did it end well?
It ended well.
I'm surprised it worked out.
Well, if it came to it...
They didn't admit...
Sort of. The servant shouted that he...
My God.
Oh, she had an ounce of...
Thaddeus will hang.
I knew it.
She'll be punished.
And what will you do now?
It's true, I've made amends in the...
Won't you go back to...
No, it didn't help it.
Don't fret.
Yes.
Helping others is the best thing.
And what will you do, Cap...
My work isn't... I have to work in the tavern here and then we'll see.
Do you think we could have...
Everything can always be done.
Catherine is right.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocence. Well, thank you, lad. You prevented...
I thank you both. Without...
Here you are.
Yes.
Yavaş. Güzel. Şimdi... Artık hızlı gidebilirim herhalde. Yemek var mı bize? Niye çalma? Biz burada sonuçta şey değil miyiz o? Misafir değil miyiz? Yok mu tencereden ya bir şeyler? Burada yok galiba. Üzdü.
It happens.
Ya.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Ya vallahi. Aha tencere. Ablam bir bırak da. Bir tencereden gömelim be. Bir bırak da. He? Bir bırakmadı be. Güzel. Ağırlık mı? Nasıl ağırlık? Ha tabii ben bir tane iksir atmıştım değil mi? Tamam. Okey. Bundan. Olsun ağırlığımız olsun. Neden diyeceksin? Şimdi zaten Demirciye gideceğim. Satarız ya şu şeyleri bu sefer. Plan o. Demirciye gitmek sonuçta.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Nerede buradaki demirci şimdi?
Greetings, sir.
Taking their time.
Bu da olur. Zırhçı bu da galiba. Bak.
Good day to you. What do you need, my friend?
I'll have a look at the ware.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Oh, excuse me.
This could...
Oh, what a nice day.
My young apprentice said there was some sort of commotion when I wasn't here.
Aye, there was.
Well, aren't you going to tell me what...
May God give you...
I'd like to discuss the price.
Bence 870.
Wow. If... Finally, I read... Excellent. It was a pleasure doing...
900 sana verdiğime göre
I'll
alsat
have
da
a look at the
yapabiliriz. Herif de ne fakiri ya.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Bir şey diyeceğim, o elimdekileri bir tamamir ettik biz. Zırhımızda tamir görmemiş ne var ki? Giyip de. Benim giydiğim en azından. Ceket falan mı? Ceketse dur. Terzi şeyi vardı bende zaten. Ama olmuyor mu? Oldu şimdi.
Say what? The cloud looks just like you.
I reckon it must have.
May God give you health, sir.
No.
Just walk.
I. Saw your likeness just the other day too. Really?
Umarım çıkan bir yoldur ya. Çıkıyor galiba oraya. Vallahi çıkıyormuş. Güzel.
Hey, what the hell are you poking around here for?
I'm Henry. Your lord's expecting me.
Ah, so you're the one. I'm sorry for being so harsh with you. So we're a lot more cautious.
Well, I understand.
Of course. Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Naz?
He won't. He lent a lot.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him. See.
Damn it. There's always counting groschen not left.
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he was boasting that he'll be in charge of.
But you've been to see other count.
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholding to Sigismund for their office, and some are worried about ending up.
Christ above!
Divide et impere.
You are upset, especially when everyone can see your.
The devil take that bastard!
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusation?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God!
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have to...
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from... Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal...
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be, although not on account of that ring.
Sir Kunsling.
Shimek?
Min Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now?
Let him come. He'll be surprised what I've...
Henry's right. If he helps us again like last time...
I agree. Let Vava... Shimek, place the gunner on the...
Certainly, right...
Henry, we're counting mainly on you.
100 at least, sir.
I'll help you into your armor.
But quickly.
What?
No. So go to your room. Take if something were to happen to me.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is... But you're more than well aware of that, eh?
My men aren't here to protect me, and today I got the
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as...
Threats? A warning, Lord Ruthard. I'm offering you one if not, the king will hear of the serpent.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent. You, to cite your own words, sir. Only, considering what I know, you might lose...
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mintmaster what is...
The word is you're conspiring with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the
Hala
royal
yüzümüz
stamp. And
şimdi
that's a capital crime.
yıkayamadık hiç.
What do you suppose Sigismund might do if, when he finds out his own mint master is robbing him? Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir.
Exactly.
Are you trying to threaten the royal mint mind with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much.
Oh, we've not had much time for that.
I know about your account ledgers.
You've made up those books.
Damn right I have them. And they make fascinating reading. You won't wriggle out of this.
Thanks to your stupidity, Uresh is dead, and you're traitors. And nobody believes a traitor. So now there's the matter of those books, which you conveniently have right here. And which I declare... To arms, men! Kill the traitors, and bring...
Allah'ım ya.
Don't hold back, men! In the name of the king, destroy them!
I'll be ready, folks! I'll kill you for that! Nice! Don't like bread!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
At him!
What royal justice is! Bad luck! Mercy! Leave me be!
You got him!
Enough! Enough! I give up!
Ne oldu lan?
Mercy! I beg of you!
That's not up to me, but to Lord Ruthard. Now call off your men. Do it.
You heard him, men.
Completely.
Adam kalmadı ki
Get
oğlum.
out! Wait for me by the gate.
See now? You know how to listen. Now get inside, where you'll answer to Sir Kunzlin.
As you come up. Kunzlin, we got off on the wrong foot.
I'll give you the wrong foot.
You're right.
You certainly did, sir.
The only question is, how...
Don't do anything rash, Kunzlin. I understand...
That's true. Intelligent people can...
You're right. I swear you leave me and my family in...
You have my word.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If not...
Right. You...
Spy on the king? You can't...
It doesn't sound like you want...
You...
We can.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid...
Henry's right. So don't even think about double-crossing us.
And don't forget...
I understand.
Excellent.
Of course.
I'm heading back to... But at least I'll escort... I'm sure he'll...
God go with... Ha ha! Now that was a good one. Oh. At any rate, Henry, I'll...
Good idea, sir.
Thanks, Henry.
Well, you can return the favour right away, sir.
I did. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov.
A secret passage? That's a godsend.
He won't. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. She can best explain to you how... She should be in a room. It's up...
All right, I'll ask.
Don't thank me yet.
Nobody will be expecting it. Then I'll improvise and put my faith in...
You can't just blindly trust Lady Fortune. Don't go rushing in. First get yourself a down dally. And only draw your weapon if... I'll pray for your success.
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded. We look helpless. And it's difficult. But if you liberate Lord Capon... Right, the word will spread like wildfire, and he'll lose a stronger. That would help.
You're right. Thanks again. As soon as I speak, I'll get Lord
You've no luck. Shimek will...
I wish you a pleasant read.
I've got a feeling you're looking for me, Henry.
Ha bu Rosa.
Father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fort. A task for the lowest lackey. Well, you don't need to answer.
Right, yeah.
What are you staring at? So, it leads to the cellars. but the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest. You can find the exact place if you know...
Is it in a cave hidden behind it?
Well, no. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before...
A wayside
Never mind. It's a big white column. From the shrine, you should be able to... Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind...
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one. That should lead you to a small clearing. You dig there.
Shit.
Of course it is. After all, you don't...
True enough.
Getting in...
You're right.
That's it. Stop.
Are you serious? I just introduced myself.
Exactly. Please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father. And even if he's not too keen...
You got it well figured out.
You've done plenty to help. You know, Papa, what you've earned...
I'm glad I could help you and you...
The pleasure is up, but tell me, would you do it if you didn't need our help in return?
My lady, I'd help you anytime.
Truly? In that case, you certainly won't, but you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going...
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, but if you're...
And what book is this?
It's hard to explain.
What do you mean, uninitiated?
Really? Yeah, so if you do find the book, you'll be able to read it.
Well, yeah. That's the...
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why it's so important to...
Fear not, my lady.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value... Find it nice and quietly.
Your wish is my...
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in Scotland. And take this.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again.
Bir de
So don't
kaleden
forget
kitap
about
çalarız.
me.
Hadi
And
bakalım.
Henry...
Ablam, ben de diyorum neyine ağlıyorsun diyecektim. Ağlamıyormuş.
God be with you.
Save'imizi yapalım. Şimdi bu kadar diyelim. Sonra devam ederiz. Umarım merdivenlerinden yoktur dedim. Allah'tan yokmuş bak. Ay. Bir saatçik uyuyalım o zaman. Neyse, bir sonraki yayında görüşmek üzere o zaman arkadaşlar diyelim. Beğenmeyi, yorum yapmayı unutmayalım. Görüşmek üzere.